Hello everyone, into this video I'm going to show you how to make smartphone illustration using Inkscape, and as previous tutorial videos I'm gonna make it simple and easy to follow. But if you have any difficulties you can leave comments below. So I'm gonna show you first how to have the worksheet as I did. You can click this icon to have fill and stroke tab to edit the colors, and then we're gonna click this icon to have align and distribute tab, and make sure it is last selected, and we're ready to go. Then I'm gonna make a rectangle, and then as you notice the corners is sharp, so I'm gonna make it rounded like this. And to make that I'm gonna select the rectangle first and then go to create rectangle icon, and we're gonna scale it down by clicking the circles right there and make the corners rounded, and we can make adjustment. And by clicking Ctrl and D I'm gonna duplicate that and color it yellow. After that I'm gonna go to path and then using inset to scale it down, and by holding Ctrl and number 9 I'm gonna scale it down like that. So we have the inner layer to be narrower than the outer layer. After that I'm gonna make the pattern by using create circle tools, and then by holding Ctrl and Shift I'm gonna make a perfect rounded circle. After that I'm gonna color it red, and then I'm gonna move it to the bottom center part of the yellow part of the phone, and then I'm gonna select the yellow part and the red part, and then center on the vertical axis to have a perfect centered pattern. And then I'm gonna make the outer part. To make that I'm gonna hold Ctrl and D to duplicate that, and then color it green and lower selection one step and go to path and then offset, and by holding Ctrl and clicking 0 I'm gonna make the outer part to be bigger, and I'm gonna make adjustment by selecting the red button and the green part and holding Ctrl to make it higher. After that I'm gonna make the screen. To make that just use rectangle tool, and then we're gonna make a rectangle like this, and then I'm gonna make the corner to be sharp as the sample, and by clicking that we'll simply have the perfect corner sharp. And I'm gonna make a little adjustment for the screen. And then I'm gonna select the yellow part and make it a perfectly centered screen. And then I'm gonna make adjustment right there. And for the top I'm gonna use a circle. By holding Ctrl and Shift I'm gonna make a perfect circle, and I'm gonna move it to the top, and then I'm gonna make the rectangle part. After that, I'm gonna select rectangle and the circle and center on horizontal axis, and then group selected object, and then I'm gonna select the yellow part and center on vertical axis. After that, I'm gonna color the phone with the same color as the example. If you want to have the same color, you can copy and paste the color code right there. I'm gonna ungroup it first before color it, and then deselect all, and I'm gonna select the rectangle part and using color picker to have the same blue. If you want to have different color, it's fine, probably like red, it's fine, but I'm just gonna have it blue. Okay, so next step is we're gonna make the shadow. To make that, we're just gonna using the rectangle tools, and we're gonna cover only half of the phone, and then we're gonna slide down the opacity. After that, I'm gonna color it gray. Then I'm gonna make sure it is only cover the half part of the phone. Okay, I think it's fine and good enough. After that, I'm gonna duplicate the most outer part of the phone by holding Ctrl and D, and then I'm gonna select the shadow part and go to path and intersection. And I think the shadow is too dark. I'm gonna bring down the opacity a little bit more. I think that's it, and if you find this video helpful, you can leave a like and subscribe so I can make more of this kind of video. And if you have any question, just ask through the comment. Thank you. Goodbye.